My role in the internship fair was over the scheduling and just making sure that we had a building. I'd coordinate things with the events coordinator of BYU Idaho.
My name is Russell, and I did advertising for Internship Fair.
Basically, my role was the point of communication between Sister Bear and the team and different odds and ends. I did a bunch of random projects throughout the whole event.
My favorite part in planning the event was just being able to work with an awesome group, and I was able to be a part of something that I got to see the success at the end. And so I think that was my favorite part, just having it all come together.
I love designing things. I love putting graphical elements together, and I feel like marketing and advertising is kind of my strong point, so it was a good niche for me. So I enjoyed designing all the banners, posters, flyers, and all that, and actually seeing it implemented feels like really good. It's not the first time, but it feels good every time it happens because it feels like it's going to be successful.
My favorite part about planning this event was working with a really awesome team. They were very professional the whole time. They did their stuff, and we had each other's backs the whole time.
Okay, so my favorite part about the event itself was just seeing how everything wasn't set up yet, and then everything coming together, and then seeing all the businesses. And so it was just a fun environment to be in, and seeing all the volunteers excited and helpful. And also I think the donuts was a really good part. I might have eaten a few.
As you walk down the hallway, there was just kind of an energy. Like, it was just a really positive, fun, energetic energy as you just made eye contact with the companies, and it was just really fun interacting with them also. We had a couple minor setbacks during the event. One, the lights weren't on for some reason. We had to get someone from an electrical company to come turn it on. It was really random. Another setback, it wasn't really a big setback, but the parking, we needed to put signs up so people knew where to go. We had a volunteer out there holding up a sign. There was just one, but it worked out.
One setback that we faced was businesses that hadn't told us that they were coming showed up. So we just kind of had to figure out how to fit them in and rearrange some booths without messing up our program.
For part of our advertising plan, we decided to do outside booths, and the week before the event we decided to do one booth, but it was like below 20 degrees, and we decided that wasn't safe or healthy. So it was just kind of a waiting game to figure out when we could advertise.
I think one of the hardest parts, especially when it comes to like marketing or advertising, is that you put in a lot of hours and effort into creating something for something that may not even get looked at. And that's hard for me sometimes because I put a lot of time and effort into what I do, and yeah, we had some things that worked really well, but others that were hardly looked at. And so I think the hard part is looking at that and saying, man, I put all that effort in for, not much output or profit, but lesson learned, right, for next time.
I think the hardest part with this event was there's so many people that we had to collaborate with, and so just making sure that we got everybody's opinions, likes and dislikes coordinated, mingled in with the event itself. I honestly think what made this event successful is just the group I had to work with. They were on the ball. I think, as Karen would say, I'm stealing this from her, but we broke our email with just communicating with each other. And I think just being organized, it really helped with the success.
Everything seemed to just kind of come together nicely. We seemed to communicate effectively, and we seemed to over-communicate, at least what I thought was over-communicating, because, everybody seemed to be on page, but even when we over-communicated, things still happened, but we were still able to work with it because we had prepared all the fine details.
The event was successful. One, because everyone we worked with, all the advisors, supervisors, Sister Bear, they were wonderful, easy to work with. They just made it easy. The team I worked with, they were amazing, Russell and Marisa. And the businesses that came, they came with a positive energy, and it wasn't hard to work with them at all.